Hello everyone, welcome to my channel The Language Corner. This is Samih Ismail and I'm going to be your tutor in this series of Arabic for non-native speakers. I would like to welcome you to the wonderful world of Arabic. Arabic is the official language of more than 20 countries and is spoken by more than 300 people across the globe. It is the language in which the Quran, the Holy Book in Islam, was revealed and written, and a large majority of more than 1.3 billion Muslims across the world study Arabic in order to be able to read the Quran and to fulfill their religious duties. By speaking Arabic, you're going to get access to people and places from Morocco all the way to Indonesia. In this video, we're going to take a quick look over the Arabic language in general and the way the language is written, and we're going to discover some of the basic informations that every Arabic speaker starter needs to know. We're going to talk about the way the language is shaped, and we're going to end up the video talking about the way that you are going to need to help you pronounce the words. Now, pronouncing those letters to the point that you can sound like a native speaker. Part of exploring a new language is discovering a new culture and a new way of looking at things. So, in the first video of learning Arabic for non-native speakers, you were going to begin the discovery of Arabic and its unique characteristics. You're going to be surprised that you already know some Arabic to begin with. As an English speaker, Arabic had a major influence on the English language. Some English words, such as admiral or arsenal, have an indirect Arabic origin, whereas others, such as coffee and cotton, are exact matches. The influence runs the other way around too, especially when it comes to relatively contemporary terms. For example, the word television, television, comes straight from the word television. As is often the case with languages, Arabic and English tend to influence one another, which is what makes studying them so much fun. We're going to take a look at some of the words that you may already know. The English word alcohol comes from the Arabic origin al-kuhul. The English word algebra comes from the Arabic word al-jabr. The English word coffee comes from the Arabic origin qahwa. The English word cotton comes from the Arabic origin qutn. The English word gazelle comes from the Arabic origin ghazal. And the English word zero comes from the Arabic origin صفر. We need to know how the language is written. Arabic is written from right to left. From right to left. And like English, Arabic has both vowels and consonants. But the vowels in Arabic are not actual letters. Arabic vowels are symbols that you place on top of or below consonants to make up the sound that you desire. So, Arabic has 28 letters and all of them are consonants. And in order for you to vocalize the letters, you need to place a vowel above or below the specific consonants. For example, when you put a kasra, which represents the short E sound, under a consonant, for example, the letter ba, you get the sound as in big. or dig, the E sound in these two words. So kasra looks like this when you put it below the letter ba. As in, for another example, as in the word girl, which in Arabic means bint. Bint. So now we already know that Arabic is written from right to left. So we read Arabic from right to left. At the beginning, this is going to be a little bit challenging for us to start to switch all the way around to start reading and writing from right to left. But that challenge is one of the beauties of learning a new language. So almost all the letters in an Arabic word are actually joined together, just like a handwritten English words. But in Arabic, all the words are always handwritten. Even if you type them, they look like a handwriting. Some letters cannot be joined together because of the way they look, because of their shape, but we're going to come across those later on. And this is a quick look over the 28 letters in the Arabic alphabet. We're going to come across all of those in details soon. In Arabic, we don't have such thing as capital letters and small letters, upper cases and lower cases. We don't have such a thing as printing versus handwriting. Arabic is all handwritten. For example, look at this word. In the picture, we see the handwriting of the word tufaha. And right next to it, we see the typed word tufaha. They look exactly the same, which basically means an apple. Now, all the letters in the alphabet are actually consonants, as we mentioned before. Now, what do we do with vowels? How do vowels look like? Vowels are separate marks that go on top or underneath the letters, like shown in the word أستطيع. أستطيع. أستطيع in English means I can. I can. So if we take a look at the word أستطيع, we can easily identify the separate marks above or below the letters. Those are the actual vowels that help us pronounce the consonants, which will lead us to better pronounce the whole word. Now, let's take a quick look at the short vowels. Short vowels are represented by symbols, marks. They are used with all the letters and all the consonants at all times. These symbols are placed as we agreed above or below the letters to create a particular sound. It is worth noting that there are 6 vowels in Arabic. 3 are short, which are represented in symbols above or below the letters, and 3 are long vowels. And those long vowels are represented in actual letters that have the exact same sound as the symbols, but are pronounced a little bit more and a little longer. Short vowels. And as we said, they are represented by the symbols. In English, the transliteration of those sounds start with the first one, and that will be the letter A in English. That will be representing the vowel, the Arabic vowel, al-fatha. And that sound is a, a. The English letter I is going to be representing the Arabic vowel al-kasra, and which sounds like I. I. And the English letter U is going to be representing the Arabic vowel ad-dhamma, which sounds like O, O. Now, when it comes to the long vowels, which are represented by actual letters, in the English transliteration, we're going to be using double A, AA, to represent the long vowel A, which is written in Arabic represented by the letter Alif, which is the first letter in the Arabic alphabet. A. Now, the second long vowel, which is represented in English by the double I letters, and this stands for the sound E. E. In Arabic, this long vowel is represented by the letter Ya, which is the last letter in the Arabic alphabet. And the last long vowel, which is represented in English letters as in UU, those double U's, which represents the sound OO. OO. And in Arabic letters, it is represented by the letter Waw. Waw. So this was just a quick look over the short vowels, which are represented by symbols, and the long vowels, which are represented by actual letters. In the upcoming video, we're going to take a look in details at the short vowels and the long vowels, how to use them, how do they look like on actual words, what is the proper way of pronouncing them, and if you go back to the word أستطيع at the beginning of the video, you're going to notice that there is a different mark that looks like a circle above the letter S, the second letter in the word, أستطيع. That is another vowel that we're going to get introduced to in the next video. Up until then, take care, and I'll see you soon.